Saturday racing brings a good card here for Laurel Park. Callie Francois here just wanted to highlight that race at number 7 is the comeback of Whitty back on the dirt after a fabulous turf season. We'll see how he stacks up against North Highland in race number 7.
And they're off. Queen of Hearts, very fast from Laurel draw. Queen of Hearts, Dwelling Legacy right there with early speed. And Cake Pop, the favorite away running in third position. Tisvino racing on the outside of that one. They're only 2.5 lengths off the early pace. My Sugar Boo, Amy Symphony, and Concrete Phase trailing on the inside, some 8 lengths off the pace. Queen of Hearts, the one to catch with Dwelling Legacy on the outside. Dwelling Legacy racing in hand there second, just a half length off of Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, Dwelling Legacy. Tisvino coming up on the outside to join the pace as well. Cake Pop perched just off that speed, another 2 lengths back. My Sugar Boo, ground saving Amy Symphony. Concrete Phase is 7th and last. They are midway on the turn. Dwelling Legacy at Queen of Hearts. They're head to head for the lead now. Length and a half. Tisvino, Cake Pop just in behind them, trying to get off the inside from behind horses there. Cake Pop taking out 3 or 4 deep top of the lane. Amy Symphony saves ground, followed by My Sugar Boo in between horses, and Concrete Phase into the stretch where it's Dwelling Legacy a furlong from the line. Cake Pop set down, trying to get out to Dwelling Legacy, but Dwelling Legacy's in front and kicking clear. Driven home is Dwelling Legacy with Toledo. Dwelling Legacy to win over Cake Pop. Close third. Concrete Phase of the photo with Amy Symphony. $56.40. Second race, number 9, Suzy Q, the Queen, jockey Luis Batista. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4. Third race, scratch 2, D Majestical. No changes in the fourth. Fifth race, number 1, Patty Cakes, jockey Geron Barbosa, and the 1 Patty Cakes. Dwelling Legacy, jockey Javion Toledo for Pinnacle Partners, LLC. Brittany Russell, trainer. 2-year-old Dark Bear Brown Blofeld at a Dwelling Place by Forrest Camp. Bred in Maryland by Frank A. Perry, Jr. Minute 13.59 for 6 furlongs. 23 minutes to race 2. They're off. Please Marry Me hustled right out of the gate from Miss Fussy Pants with early speed, and Coal Mine now settles as they move into the turn. My Sister Nancy got away clean, now settles in on the inside. In the meantime, Then Come Morning moving up at the far outside. They race around the turn. Please Marry Me is the one to catch, length and a half. Miss Fussy Pants is next. On the outside is Then Come Morning. My Sister Nancy in that flight on the inside, rating along in fourth position. A length and a half, and it's Coal Mine, and advance advance of Susie Q, the Queen, and Miss Quillo. And back to Happy Union, back of the pack early with Juan Las Olas and Proper Storm. Over to the inside, Saving Ground, back of the pack too. About 13 lengths will cover them now with 5 furlongs left to go. Please Marry Me is the one to catch from Then Come Morning. My Sister Nancy, third of the inside. Coal Mine Travels in fourth position. Miss Vossi Pants is next. And Proper Storm on the inside. Susie Q, the Queen, 3 deep for the far turn run. Back to Miss Quillo and back to Happy Union. Back of the pack there as they round that far turn with Juan Las Olas. 3 furlongs left to go. Please Marry Me, Please Marry Me, trying to go non-stop with My Sister Nancy. Driven now up to second spot. Then Come Morning is backed off in third while drifting out a little bit. Proper Storm is ground saving, moving through third on the inside at the top of the stretch. Please Marry Me drifts off the rail. A weary leader by some 2 lengths from My Sister Nancy, Proper Storm. And now from between horses, Happy Union. Happy Union closing one off the inside. Please Marry Me drifting a little bit still. Please Marry Me on the inside. Happy Union. Happy Union. Happy Union and Victor Carrasco to score by 2 lengths from Please Marry Me, Proper Storm, My Sister Nancy. Happy Union, Victor Carrasco for Nestor Martinez and Happy Union, Victor Carrasco for Nestor Martinez. It'll be Philly by Union Rags out of If You're Happy and You Know It by Bernardini, Brady Kentucky by Colts Next Stables. $2 exacta, $312.60. Dollar trifecta, $1,880.40. Dollar superfecta, $12,347. 6-6 double, $122. Third race, scratch 2, De Majestical. Fourth race, no changes. Fifth race, Duran Barbosa on the 1. And they're off. Bryson's option, sharp rake and sent right to the lead. Malibu's Boss Man on the outside. Star Lifter now moving forward into the turn and Get Like Mike is right there down to the inside a little tight. Another 2 lengths back at his Glass of Courage and Rocket Knight trails the field. 8 lengths from the pace and so Malibu's Boss Man, the long shot leader now, leads Bryson's option by a length and a half. Another 2. Get Like Mike trying to settle down in third position. Star Lifter racing just off the inside. A Glass of Courage back of the pack there with Rocket Night. Down the backstretch they move, and it's Malibu's Boss Man, the one to catch. Leads at about a length and a half. Bryson's option taken outside of that runner, and then it's Get Like Mike in third position, a couple of lengths off the pace. Star Lifter as Rocket Night rides the inside now within 4 lengths of the lead, and Glass of Courage trailing the field. Well bunched with 4.5 furlongs left to run. Malibu's Boss Man to catch down to the rail for Bryson's option, targeting on the outside in second. Another 2 lengths back. Get Like Mike is in third. Rocket Night and Star Lifter is next as they round that far turn, and Glass of Courage is now on the far outside. Now with 3 furlongs left to go, Bryson's option gets away, a length and a half in front, now almost 2. Rocket Night picks up from Malibu's Boss Man, and Glass of Courage just in behind that group, followed by Get Like Mike dropping back under a drive. Nothing from Star Lifter. They turn in, and it's Bryson's option by 3. Bryson's option, Rocket Night on the outside, Malibu's Boss Man, and Glass Glass of Courage is next as they come to the final furlong. Bryson's Option kept to task, leads it by some 3 lengths. Rocket Knight, Glass of Courage on the outside. Bryson's Option fully extended with a 16th left to go by 3 lengths from Rocket Knight and Glass of Courage. Bryson's Option and Jamie Rodriguez over Rocket Knight. And then it was Glass of Courage and Malibu's Bossman. Minute 47.96. Double 139, 26 and 4. Double 139, 26 and 4. $1780 trifecta, 1640. Dollar superfecta, 161.60. Pick 3, $105.80, 664. Fourth race, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4, start of the rainbow, pick 6. Carry over a little more than $2,700 at the pick 6. No changes in the fourth. Welcome to Yacht Clubs of Maryland. Fifth race, number 1, Patty Cakes. Jockey Joran Barbosa, 1 Patty Cakes. Sixth race, scratch 1, no. And they're off. Bob Marco, as usual with early speed. What does it take? And most perfect on the outside as Spear Gun settles in fourth into the turn run, followed by Loose Goose back there. And second to last position is Home School, and 110 trails the field. So around that turn they roll, and there goes Bob Marco. Bob Marco speeds along and opens up now an 8-length advantage. Bob Marco. Bob Marco's up top now as they make the turn with 6 furlongs left to go, opening up and expanding to 9 from What Does It Take second, and Spear Gun racing third, and Most Perfect is next. Down to the inside is Loose Goose, followed by Home School, and 110 trails the field. The opening quarter was 22.78 as Bob Marco goes beyond the speed limit and opens up a double-digit advantage now, some 11, 12, 13 in front. Bob Marco going through a half in 45.89, isolated on the lead by some almost 15 lengths. What Does It Take is second, another 3 lengths back, and it's Spear Gun in third. 110 down to the inside is down fourth. They follow the outside by Most Perfect and Loose Goose, and Home School trails the field. Bob Marco still double digits in front. Bob Marco with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Must be some 16 clear in the field. What Does It Take? Inside Spear Gun, 110 on the outside with a quarter of a mile left to go, and they straighten for home now. Bob Marco's put to the whip now by some 10. Bob Marco in front, about a furlong left to go as 110 now picks up second and Spear Gun third. Here's Bob Marco. Bob Marco dazzles again all the way. Bob Marco. Plenty of speed early and something left late. Bob Marco. 110 was second. Spear Gun. What Does It Take? $40. 2080 double for 3. Pick $300.85. Next up, the fifth race. Late pick 5. 1 Patty Cakes, jockey Joran Barbosa. Sixth race, scratch 1, no easy days. Seventh race, scratch 1A, part of the entry, perfect day. Eighth race, no changes. Ninth race, Luis Batista on the 6-hour brew. Haunted Room. Going 7 furlongs. And they're off. Emirates Affair fast away from the gate. The Haunted Room there on the outside, and Rousey Express up there with early speed too. Gold Digging Broad near the inside, joining the party too. The inside is Loving Cup, who's next. Between horses, Patty Cakes and Western Lane second to last, and Bella Bettina trails the field. Emirates Affair leads the way just a half length inside, outside. Company outside the Haunted Room. Down to the inside, Gold Digging Broad. Length and a half more next. In between horses, Western Lane trying to push on to fourth. Loving Cup is at the rail, a close fifth, and Patty Cakes out there 3 deep for the far turn. Run Rousey Express follows that about 4 wide as they pass the half-mile pole, and Bella Bettina trailing. Only 6 lengths will cover them around the far turn. Emirates Affair as Gold Digging Broad pushes through the inside, and the Haunted Room is right there. 2 more lengths, and Loving Cup trying to slip through the inside. A Western Lane is next. Then to the outside is Patty Cakes, and Bella Bettina held up in second to last position, has run but needs to get through some traffic, and Rousey Express trails the field, top of the stretch now. The Haunted Room kicks away. The Haunted Room leads the way from Gold Digging Broad in second. Bella Bettina's now found racing room in between horses. Extreme outside, Patty Cakes on the scene late, diving down to the inside. Bella Bettina surging through down to the inside. The Haunted Room and Bella Bettina, and Western Lane to the outside. 3 across the track. Bella Bettina in a driving finish at Western Lane, and the Haunted Room close fourth as well with Patty Cakes on the far outside. Minute to 51.40. Dollar trifecta 233.60. Dollar superfecta 556.20. Double 37.20. Pick 38.30. 2 for Toledo, Bella Bettina unofficial. Official Bella Bettina, owned trained by Congaree Princess by Congaree. Brendan, Maryland by Danielle Marconi. Been at 26.01 the time. Batista on the 6-hour brew in the 9th race. Race 6, second wire finish at a mile. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Double, pick 3, pick 4, jackpot, super high 5 race. Waiting for Runyonusk to settle down. And they're off. Cloud Music, very quick away for the outside draw. Runyonusk is right there with early speeders. Running River right into the early mix too. And Caba, see you later. Down the back stretch now and out of the chute. And it's going to be Running River, who now splits horses to take the lead from Cloud Music in second. Runyonusk will settle in on the chase from third. And Caba, see you later is already 7 lengths from that speed. It's Langley Avenue next, followed by Steel Money. Then the next pair back there, Veil of Honor and Gambling Czar. They're side by side. in My Mamba racing back in the pack and trailing the field Food Foodie. Heading for the far turn. There's 5 furlongs left to go. Second wire finish in the 1-turn mile run. Running River with about a 5-length advantage on Cloud Music. Second by 2. Runyonesque is third. Caba See You Later. Another 7 lengths back in the field. It's Steel Money and Langley Avenue. In the gray, My Mamba third to last at this point. And Foodie is actually third last. Gambling Czar second to last. One more well back is Veil of Honor. Now 3 furlongs left to go. Running River from Cloud Music. The lead is 3 lengths with Runyonesque. Asked for more from third. Caba See You Later is in fourth and Steel Money. Turning in, there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Long run home to the second finish line. And it's Running River. Give it a tap on the shoulder now with a solid 5-6 length lead. Cloud Music drifting a bit toward the center of the track. My Mamba closing way far outside. Widest of them all, and Steel Money in between horses. A furlong left to go. Running River Toledo looking for a triple as Steel Money is in the battle with My Mamba. They're second and third, and Gambling Czar is fourth. Run River ran all the way. Toledo triple. Running River. Steel Money second, and Gambling Czar. Official. Running River, Toledo Triple, owned by John Salzman Jr., Fred Wazerlus, and trained by John Salzman Jr. Bred in Maryland by Dr. and Mrs. Bruce C. Wells. Official race 141.90. Dollar Superfecta 1,018.90. Jackpot High Five carryover $473.18. Double 36.20, pick 3, $26.55. Seventh race, scratch 1, a perfect day. Exacta Trifecta Superfecta, double pick 3, 8th race, no changes. 9th race, Luis Batista on the 6-hour brew. Race 7 is 6 furlongs. Pride and Joy, North Highland. And they're off. Commanding General Cadre and Top Boss all in the early firing line. A real scramble on for the early lead. Back in the woods, settles it in the 4th spot as they move down the backstretch. Our Pride and Joy is in the 2-path. Magic Mule at the rail. North Highland and the favorite Witty is last of them all. Witty trailing the field now, some 10 off that duel up ahead. It's hot and heavy up front. Top Boss and Cadre there on the outside, matching strides a length and a half. And Commanding General's on the chase of that hot pace. Another 2. It is back in the woods, and Magic Mule is next. Witty slipping through on the inside. North Highland 3 deep around that turn, and Our Pride and Joy is trailing the field. So Cadre and Top Boss continue to fight with Commanding General third of the outside. Back in the woods at a good spot now. Now Witty's coming alive from the back, but has to go widest of them all. Also their Magic Mule. So Magic Mule and Witty, the ones widest out of the track. They're coming quickly now. Here's Witty to the center of the track. Witty says, thank you for the quick pace in the duel. And a furlong left to go, and Witty takes the lead by 2.5. From back in the woods, Witty now by 3. Back in the woods second, and Magic Mule fighting on as well. Here's Witty and Toledo with 4 today. Witty, too much class for them. Magic Mule was second, and back in the woods in North Highland. Here's Witty, owned and trained by Elizabeth Merriman, bred in Pennsylvania by Elizabeth Merriman. 4-year-old Greg Gelding by Great Notion. Out of ZZ Zoom Zoom by Congrats. Running time, minute 10.43. Official $2 exacta, $23.80, trifecta, $61.50, superfecta, $248.70. 8-foot double, $9 for the $2 double. Pick 3, $10.85. Pick 4, $30.25. $24 minutes to race 8. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double wagering. 9th race. Luis Batista now on number 6, Our Brew. Longs. And they're off. Winked it anonymously, very fast away from the gate. As in between horses now joining him is Sweet Shugs. On the inside is Determined Jester. So it's Sweet Shugs, Determined Jester anonymously right there with a pace in third, and Winked on the outside in fourth. Violent Vixen after a sharp break is settled in fifth on the inside. Super Renee, the favorite, is out in the clear. Another 4 lengths back. Lassie's Notion and Bourbon Wildcat is in the back. Into the turn, Sweet Shugs by 3/4 of a length from Determined Jester is at the rail. Sweet Shugs on the outside. Rail run for Determined Jester, who keeps on prompting. Wink is in third. Anonymously is next, and Super Renee hustles along in fifth on the far outside. Violent Vixen is next. Back to Lassie's Notion and Bourbon Wildcat. Into the stretch, Sweet Shugs and Determined Jester on the inside. Anonymously levels off of the center track. Violent Vixen, Winked, and Super Renee's trying to get involved, but still a lot to do. It's anonymously in front. Violent Vixen on the far outside. Super Renee anonymously from Violent Vixen, charging at the rail. Anonymously does it again. Anonymously super sharp. Violent Vixen and Super Renee, and then Sweet Shugs fourth. Minute 4.80. 4 straight into 6 of the year for Anonymously. Apprentice Andres Chavez aboard for Diane Balsamo and winning trainer Jose Corrales. 7-year-old bay mare by Gio Ponte and Nick Mamatos. Minute 4.80, 5 1/2 furlongs. Dollar exacta, $46.20, trifecta, $99.80. Dollar superfecta, $398.50. 4-3 double, $16.20. 50-cent pick 3, $7.30. 9th race at a mile, second finish. Number 6, Our Brew, jockey Luis Batista. 22 minutes to race 9. Following the 9th race, 4 races from San Isidro, Argentina. Race 10 will be the Carlos Pellegrini Internacional from San Isidro, Argentina, our simulcast on the American Racing Channel. 22 minutes. Second finish, 1 mile. And they're off. Marlies goes the favorite on the outside. American Odalisque with some early speed. Our Brew is mixing it up in between horses through that opening furlong. Wild and Sassy now pushing along under a ride into fourth. Opinionated alongside of that. Voodoo Priestess back of the pack. Milrose is trailing the field. They race down the backstretch. American Odalisque going along, leads it by a length, and it's a measured length indeed. It is American Odalisque in front now for the favorite Marlies Ghost in second. Our Brew's on the chase on the inside in third. Another 4 lengths back, and it's Wild and Sassy, Voodoo Priestess on the inside. Opinionated still 8 from the front, heading into the turn run, and trailing the field is Milrose. Round the turn they roll, a 2-length lead for American Odalisque. American Odalisque from Marley's Ghost. At the inside is Voodoo Priestess now moving into third position. Opinionated Milrose now moving up from the back of the pack. Wild and Sassy's under a battle there too. And dropping out last is Our Brew. 3 furlongs left to go. American Odalisque a strong 4 lengths from Marley's Ghost. Opinionated on the outside, moves third. Voodoo Priestess and Wild and Sassy on the inside, and Milrose into the stretch, a quarter of a mile left to go. American Odalisque pouring it on. It's an 8-length advantage from Marley's Ghost and Voodoo Priestess in between horses. Milrose trying to pick up a share. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Headed to the second wire run. American Odalisque and Jevion Toledo with a hot afternoon. It's a Jevion Toledo and American Odalisque. A 7-length score. Voodoo Priestess second, Milrose is third, and Marley's Ghost finished fourth. Official. Here's American Odalisque, Jevion Toledo. Big afternoon, 5 wins. Owned by George Sharp, trained by Brittany Russell. 2 wins, Brittany Russell. Merry Means Spring by Wekiva Springs, bred in Kentucky by Ico Ventures. Minute 40.58. $2 exacta, $63. Dollar trifecta, $277.40.
I talked about Saturday's card, but Sunday's card brings an even bigger punch. So we'll see what goes on. First post time at 12:25. This is Callie Francois for MJC signing off.